All right, today we're going to do a little time traveling with OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman. We're going to try and understand the future that he is so actively building, a future that's probably going to reshape our world in just a handful of years. So let's just dive right in.
Sam Altman kicks things off with this pretty stunning statement. Just think about that for a second. It's such a bold claim, and it totally reframes our entire relationship with technology and intelligence. You know, it's not about us competing against AI anymore. It's about how we co-evolve with it.
So our journey starts with what's right around the corner, the next great leap that Altman sees, GPT-5. And he doesn't see it as just, another update. He sees it as a really fundamental shift in what AI can even do.
So, what's the big difference? Well, while GPT-4 was absolutely incredible at answering complicated questions, GPT-5, it's moving into a whole new territory. It's not just an answer engine anymore. It's a creation engine. It can build complex stuff for you on demand and almost instantly. This idea of creative power, it really comes to life in one of Altman's own examples. He talks about recreating a game that took him ages to code as a kid, and GPT-5 did it in just 7 seconds. But here's the thing. The real breakthrough isn't just the speed. It's the ability to immediately iterate on that idea, add new features, and just transform concepts in real time. The whole creative process just gets supercharged.
And beyond that, GPT-5 is bringing a whole suite of powerful upgrades. We're talking about tackling hard scientific questions, writing complex software from literally nothing, and its writing quality, it feels way more natural. It's moving past that kind of clunky AI slop we've all gotten used to. And the coding abilities in particular are just a massive, massive leap forward.
But as powerful as GPT-5 is, it's not the final destination. Not even close. In Altman's vision, it's really just a crucial stepping stone on the path to something much, much bigger. Superintelligence.
So what does that even mean? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, Altman offers a pretty practical definition. He says it's an AI that's better than OpenAI's entire research team at doing AI research and better than a CEO at running the company. So basically, an AI that can outperform the very best humans even in their own specialized field.
And look, this isn't just some hypothetical daydream. Tech leaders are asking when this is going to happen, not if. The CEO of Stripe, Patrick Collison, he posed this exact question, trying to nail down the moment that AI goes from just synthesizing what we already know to generating brand new, novel discoveries.
And here is Sam's prediction. He thinks some experts will agree this has happened as early as 2025, and that by the end of 2027, most experts will agree. That's just a few years from now. He talks about it as moving from solving what he calls hour-and-a-half problems to 1,000-hour problems. You know, the kind of deep, complex work that leads to major breakthroughs.
So how do we get there? I mean, what does it take? Altman breaks the whole challenge down into 3 key bottlenecks. First, you've got compute, the sheer physical hardware and infrastructure. Second is data, figuring out how to move past learning from stuff humans have already written to actually discovering new knowledge. And third, algorithmic design. We just have to find smarter, better ways for the AI itself to learn. And when it comes to that first one, compute power, the biggest hurdle isn't what you probably think. It's not the supply of chips, which we hear about all the time. It's energy. Altman points out that trying to find a gigawatt of power for a new data center is, in his words, really hard. And that just highlights the unbelievable physical scale of this entire mesh.
Okay, so we've laid out the tech roadmap. Now let's jump forward in time again and explore the human side of this revolution. How does society actually change with all this?
Let's picture it. The year is 2030. We're going to be absolutely flooded with AI-generated content. You know, like that viral video of bunnies on a trampoline that fooled so many people. This raises a huge question for all of us. How do we navigate a world where telling the difference between what's real and what's fake gets harder and harder?
Altman's perspective here is that this isn't going to be some sudden crisis where reality collapses. Instead, he believes society will just adapt, gradually. I mean, our definition of real has already shifted with things like Photoshop and Instagram filters, right? We'll just keep adjusting that threshold as the technology keeps evolving.
All right, let's jump ahead one more time to 2035. This is a question on a lot of people's minds. With AI automating so many jobs and tasks, what does the future of work actually look like for the next generation?
I mean, should we be worried? Altman's answer is, well, it's profoundly optimistic and maybe a little counterintuitive. He believes this is the most incredible time in all of history to be young and ambitious. And why? Because the tools you'll have at your disposal will be absolutely unprecedented.
The source of his optimism really comes down to this number. Altman genuinely believes that these AI tools could enable a single person to build a company that delivers immense value and could be worth over $1 billion. It's signaling an era of individual empowerment on a scale that we have just never seen before.
And this brings us to the final and maybe the most important part of this whole story. It's not just about what OpenAI is building. It's about what we do with it. It's our turn.
Altman uses this really powerful analogy to make his point. The transistor. We don't really remember the companies that made the very first transistors. We remember what was built on top of them, what Apple did with the iPhone, and then what a company like TikTok built on top of the iPhone.
So the crucial point is this. These foundational AI models, they're like the new transistors. They're the infrastructure. And it is up to society, it's up to entrepreneurs and creators and educators, all of us, to build the next world-changing applications on top of that layer.
So, given all of this, what is his single most important piece of advice for all of us trying to get ready for this future? It's actually surprisingly simple and direct. Use the tools. Don't just read about them on Twitter. Get your hands dirty. Get fluent with what they can actually do. Integrate them into your life, into your work. This hands-on literacy is really the key to understanding and shaping whatever comes next.
Ultimately, the message is one of shared progress. The AI companies, they build the scaffolding, adding this one incredibly powerful layer to human progress. But then, the path is handed over to us. We each get to add the next brick.
And that leaves us with the final and most important question. It's not about what AI is going to do to us. It's about what we are going to do with it. The tools are here. The scaffolding is being built as we speak. So, what will you build?